Hello everybody, it's Brenda. It's time for your daily horoscope reading for June 28th, 2021. And we'll start with Aries. Today's celestial energy indicates that you may either have to make a difficult choice to come to some kind of compromise. Things needn't be quite so awkward if you could bear to break down or even let go of one hollow belief. But if you want your relationship to develop, then you will need to take some sort of positive action. That was Aries. This is Taurus. Much as you may feel extremely sorry for someone with whom you have recently shared a close relationship, the planetary alignment indicates that it could be time to say goodbye. You realize that although there's a certain depth of affection between you, somehow you were not ideally suited in other ways. Rather than both mourning your losses, why not celebrate your newfound freedom? So that is Taurus. Gemini. Today's aspect could mean that as one plan appears to be going down the drain, another plan that you had thought untangible now seems to be the best solution. Although you may have experienced difficulties in a close relationship, there is real hope for healing as long as you can both discuss your feelings and be realistic rather than idealistic about your life together. That was Gemini. This is Cancer. Today's astral configuration could indicate that while on the one hand you may be feeling especially sentimental about your current relationship, on the other you could also be feeling quite ruthless. You know that there is something that needs to be sorted out, and yet you may not be able to do so with words alone. At some level, you also need to take action, the kind that shows that you really mean exactly what you say. That's Cancer. This is Leo. The current planetary energies could give your current relationship a new lease on life, but only if you are prepared to work together to make this happen. Feelings are especially intense right now, and you could succeed in making matters worse rather than better if you don't choose your words carefully. If you really want healing to take place, then keep this uppermost in your mind. That was Leo. This is Virgo. The current planetary alignment encourages you to break your habitual patterns, especially where your romance relationships are concerned. If you have both developed a set routine whereby you do the same things on the same nights and similar chores day in and day out, then you may find it disruptive unless you take steps yourself to end your routinely boring response to life. That was Virgo. This is Libra. If you are able to go out on a date with someone whom you thought to be normal, sensible, and sensitive, then you may have to change your mind after this evening. Today's planetary energy could mean that you get quite a surprise when they turn up dressed in something completely unconventional and behave in a way that you could find quite shocking. What happens next is up to you. That was Libra. This is Scorpio. Today's aspect at play could be quite fascinating and even a little nerve-wracking as well. You may find that a relationship suddenly moves very quickly from being just a potential happening to an actual event. You have tended You have tended to secretly admire this person very much and now find the promise of intimacy almost too much to cope with this. The best policy is to be totally and utterly yourself. That's Scorpio. Sagittarius. You usually have a little trouble in expressing yourself, but whether you are true to your deeper nature is another matter. The current planetary alignment may highlight one area in your relationships. You are sticking rigidly to a certain beliefs and theories rather than going with your own natural flow. When you suddenly see how it affects your ability to be close to others, you will want to change. So that's Sagittarius. This is Capricorn. The current celestial environment encourages you to let your non-confident self, deeply hidden through it may be, and allow the world to see that you are capable of being carefree and spontaneous. This will do a certain relationship which you are involved a world of good and may even rejuvenate it. Everything needs room to breathe and grow, so make sure you give this gift to yourself. That's Capricorn. This is Aquarius. Everything needs to have a limit, even the degree to which you allow yourself to have virtually no limits. The current astral configuration means you could be tempted to go just one step too far as a certain relationship is concerned. And while your love interest may be very tolerant, there is only so much that they can take before they decide to call it off. That's Aquarius. Pisces. The current planetary influences imply that although things may seem to go completely awry, in fact, things couldn't be more right. The celestial energy indicates that you could get the details wrong, but something happens which puts you on cloud nine. Whether this turns out to be another meeting with someone more appropriate, who knows? So there you go. That was Pisces, and that was your daily horoscope reading for June 28th, 2021. Until tomorrow.